Hello children, this is your English teacher Priyanka ma'am, and today we are going to start with lesson 1 of your English grammar book, that is the sentence. So you can see the heading of the chapter written on the board over here, and along with that I have also written the meaning of the word sentence. You can see a sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. So I have been teaching you sentence from the previous class itself, and before that also I think you must have learned about sentence, and in today's video I will try to make you recapitulate all those points and make once again the idea of sentence clear to you. So this concept I am trying to clear, that was sentence. So I just say that a sentence is a group of words. So if I write a sentence, for example, if I write I am very happy. So this is an example of a sentence where I am saying that I am very happy. But if I write this group of words in a different order, that is if I write happy, very, and I, this is not an example of sentence. So it's a group of words. It's a group of words. Even if I may start this with a capital letter over here, still it is not a sentence. Even if I add a full stop, it's not a sentence. Now why is it not a sentence? Then if you look closely, then you get to see that the order in which words should be placed has been jumbled up. I have not placed the words in the proper order. Hence, this is not a sentence. But the upper one, that's this one, I am very happy, is an example of a sentence. So you need to remember that a sentence is a group of words. This is also a group of words. This is also a group of words. But the upper one is the correct format in which words should be placed. So this one is an example of a sentence. And along with that, you need to remember that it should make a complete sense. So this one, that the upper one makes a complete sense. After reading this sentence, it's clear to you that what I am trying to say is that I am very happy. So the lower one, when you read this lower example, then you get confused. You will not be able to understand what is man trying to say. So over here, you have to remember that a sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. This one is not making a complete sense. Hence, it doesn't qualify to be a sentence. Now, let me read from the book what's given in your book. So over here, it's written, a sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. The same thing has been mentioned as I have written the word, same meaning has been given. Then after that, it's written that there are 4 kinds of sentences. So you need to remember how many kinds of sentences are there? 4 kinds of sentences. Total how many are there? Like I said, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the first kind of sentence that we are going to deal with is a statement. So a statement is also known as declarative sentence, assertive sentence, so you should not get confused. So a statement is a sentence that makes that says something, it states something, it says something. So it usually begins with a capital letter, like other sentences. It also begins with a capital letter, but it ends with a full stop. So let me give you an example. Like if I write, I am very interested in science. So this is an example of a statement where I am saying that I am interested in science. Now this sentence, that is this statement, it can also be of 2 kinds. That is affirmative, and the other one is negative. The example just now I provided is an example of an affirmative sentence. Now I am going to give you an example of a negative sentence. So if I write I am not interested in science. So this is an example of a negative sentence. A negative sentence example. And I told you this affirmative sentence, this negative sentence, these are example or these are types of statement. So I told you what does a statement do? Says something. A statement simply says something. It does not give you any instruction. It does not ask you any question. It's not going to express some feelings. It is just going to say something. So over here, this statement that I am talking about, you will find it of 2 types. That is affirmative and negative. So affirmative, you can see it's a positive one, and negative, as the name itself tells, is a negative sentence where I am using the word not. Now let me read what's given in the book. It's written, a statement says something. So it something. A statement can be affirmative, that's a positive idea. So here you get to see it's a positive idea. I'm very interested in science. And the lower one is written that it's a negative idea. It ends with a full stop. So over here also I used a full stop, and over here as well I have used a full stop. So in both the sentences I have made the use of a full stop. After that, some examples are provided in your book. You may go through them. Next, let me read about the other kind of sentence, that's a question. So now, this question sentence, it is also known as interrogative sentence. So let me erase this so I can make some space where I can write about this second type of sentence. And interrogative question, or we may say interrogative sentence. So you should not get confused if I ever write interrogative sentence. It also means question. So interrogative sentence, that is question. They ask us question. So if you look, then you at your book, then it's written a question or an interrogative sentence asks about something. So it will be asking you about something. It always ends with a question mark. So let me give you an example over here. What is the favorite food of your sister? So I have given an example of an interrogative sentence. So here you get to see what is the favorite food of your sister. So this sentence is asking you a question. It's asking about the name of the favorite food of your sister. So the favorite food may be anything. It might be chow, it might be biryani, it might be anything else. But however, you need to remember that when we talk about sentence, that is a question that is an interrogative sentence, then it is going to definitely ask you a question. So now, and over here you also need to remember that it ends with a question mark. So do not forget this. When I wrote the statement was of two types, that is affirmative and negative. And over here I had made the use of full stop. But while I prepared, while I gave you an example of a question that's an interrogative sentence, I did not use a full stop at the end. Instead, I used a question mark. Okay, now let's deal with the third kind of sentence. Okay, the third kind of sentence is an imperative sentence. If you follow your book, and you will get to see over there, the third kind of sentence is an imperative sentence. So it's written, an imperative sentence expresses a command, request or instruction. It always ends with a full stop. So if I give a command, for example, I tell someone to come in. Someone is standing at the door and that student is saying, may I come in? After that I will say come in. Then automatically this come in instruction that I have given to that student is an example of an imperative sentence. So in similar manner, if I request someone, like let's say, if I say please give me a pen. So let's say I say that please give me a pen. So here when I am making a request, please, then automatically this is also an example of an imperative sentence. So you need to remember that if there is a sentence where where someone is, let's say, making a command, instructing someone to do something, or requesting someone for something, then automatically that is a part of imperative sentence. That's an example of imperative sentence. So I hope you are understanding. I told you that statement just says something. It does not ask a question. It does not make a request. It does not command. It doesn't instruct. Neither it expresses any feelings. This statement just says something. Whereas I say that question, that's an interrogative sentence, will ask you something. And then imperative sentence, as I have told you, it will be commanding someone to do something, instructing something, or suggesting something to someone. It might be requesting something from someone. So now let's give the fourth kind of sentence as the last kind of sentence, and that is according to your book, you see, exclamatory sentence. So the fourth kind of sentence that we are going to deal with is an exclamatory sentence. So now you need to remember that an exclamatory sentence is a sentence where we are going to express our emotions. So if I write, for example, how lovely The day is with an exclamation at the end. So how lovely the day is. This is an example of an exclamatory sentence. Over here I am expressing my emotion. So over here you need to keep in mind that an exclamatory sentence ends with an exclamation mark. Now let's see what's written in your book. In your book it's written, an exclamatory sentence expresses a strong feeling. It always ends with an exclamation mark. So this is the point that you should keep in mind. Over here I just told you that the statement ends with a full stop. Question that is interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. Interrogative sentence once again ends with a full stop. And this last one, that is an exclamatory sentence where we are going to which is going to tell us about feelings. That's going to end with an exclamation mark. So these are the 4 kinds of sentences. In some of the books, optative sentence is also mentioned, but over here in your book only 4 kinds of sentences are given, and we are going to deal with the kinds of sentences according to your book. So these are the 4 kinds of sentences. I hope you have understood. And over here you need to remember that statement is also called declarative sentence, declarative, or we also say call it as assertive sentence. So you should not get confused, because later if I start saying that declarative sentence is a statement, assertive is a statement, then you should not get confused. Like you have your name at school, you might have a nickname at home, but that nickname and the name that is registered in the school will refer to the same student, the same person. Similarly, statement, declarative, assertive, these are the names given to the same kind of sentence. There is no difference in these 3 kinds of sentences. And I have told you, question will ask you question, imperative sentence will instruct you something or will suggest you to do something or request you something, and exclamatory sentence will express some feelings. So we are going to stop here for today, and in your book you will get to see that there is an exercise provided in page number 6. Kindly try to solve it as your homework, and once again I want you to go through this page that I have taught right now and go through the examples that are also provided in the book. Okay, thank you.